Ladies and gentlemen, can you please take your seats in the hall? We are about to start. Please take your seats in the hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, please kindly rise for the Namibian and the AU anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Please relax and enjoy the evening with us.
Everybody makes mistakes sometimes. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes.
You are nominated also with Anania Shikongo as well. Do you think it's a competition, or do you think it's really just about appreciating the effort that you guys have put in?
Yes, it's not really a competition. It just depends based on what you did for the whole year. Yeah, like for me, it was an easy year for me, but yeah, let's see what is going on. Yeah.
Now, we went earlier, we had a tour of Ludwitz. Which place would you say was really remarkable for you?
Oh, okay, Ludwitz is a good country, a good, good town. Yeah, the remarkable is Diaz Cross. Yeah, we've been there. It's windy and we're really. It
was like we were gonna get blown away, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like you are maybe on the moon. You know, the velocity, it wasn't there, but yeah.
Well, Johannes, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck with the show tonight. Well, that was Johannes Nambala, and gonna speak to me now is Anania Shikongo, who's on standby, who's also a para-athlete and has been nominated as well. Good evening, Ananias. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening.
Ananias, tell me, how do you feel about being here tonight, being nominated?
So, first of all, I'm really feel happy to be nominated, to be in top 3. So already shows like I did a big, I achieved a big thing in a year.
Now, I see you were also nominated with Johannes Nambala. I just asked him now, do you think it's a competition between you two, or do you think it's just about celebrating your excellence?
For me, I'm just celebrating already.
Well, Ananias, thank you so much for joining me here. So as you see, the guests are here, and we keep talking to the nominees themselves as they share their excitement. Right now, we're going to talk to Evans. Evans, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Now, Evans, how do you feel about being here tonight?
It feels very good. As a sports award, is something very good.
Talking about the work that you put in, what do you want to tell the Namibians at home that are watching right now?
People that are watching right now, this is sports awards, so the winner wins.
Well, thank you so much. And also, one thing I wanted to ask you was, we went on a tour earlier today. Which place stood out for you today?
I can't remember the names, but I remember the Shark
Island, yeah.
The Shark Island. Yeah, that was very nice. Seeing everything about happens outside.
Okay, thank you so much, Evans. So it's been really great to speak to these athletes who have really put in the hard work this whole year and all these years, and it's great to see that they're being recognized for this as well. We'll bring you more interviews, so do stay tuned for that as well. Well, of course, we're still on the blue carpet. I'm joined by Johanna Benson, who'll talk to us about how the year has been for you, Johanna. Good evening, and you look lovely, by the way.
Thank you so much. The year was lovely. I enjoy myself. I've continued training. I've never stopped, and I'm just excited for the awards that's gonna be held in a few minutes.
I'm also really excited for you guys as well. I want to talk to you about the tour we had earlier in Ludwitz today. Which place do you think stood out for you that you'll forever take with you as your memory?
I will take about the Shark.
The Shark Island.
Shark Island. Okay. That is incredible. I will come once again there.
Well, Joanna, thank you so much for joining us here on the carpet. It's really great seeing you. And tonight you're being celebrated, so be excited for that. Thank you so much. Now, you've seen Johanna Benson is so excited to be here. Honestly, I've said that I'm also really excited to be here as well. I want to talk to, the sports stars that are, really proud to be out in the world and representing us as well. Now we are joined by Helalia. Please come and join us here. How are you, ma'am? You look absolutely gorgeous.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you as well. Talk to me about how the year has been for you this year.
So the year has been grateful for me because I have achieved so many achievements from different competition. So I'm so grateful. I had a grateful year.
I'm so excited for you. You've been nominated. How do you feel tonight? How does that make you feel tonight to be standing here amongst your peers?
Yeah, definitely I'm feeling so proud of myself to be among the nominees that we go for the award that's going to take part tonight. So what else I can say? I'm just saying I'm very much happy.
Well, Well, thank you so much, Alalia. It's been really great talking to you, and you look absolutely gorgeous. Good luck on that one. As you see, Alalia is also here. My next guest here, we're switching gears to boxing, and we're with Nesta Tobias. The man himself is here. Good evening, and thank you so much for being here.
Good evening. Nice to having me here.
So talk to us about, the academy. What has it been for you like?
The academy for the last 21 years was tough, but very successful. I'm very proud what we achieved. A small country like Namibia in population, we produce 3 world champions, and we got over 20, 30 world-rated boxers. Currently, we got about 6, 7 world-rated boxers. That's a great achievement, and for sure, if you do well calculation in the world of sport, boxing, you can know what I'm talking about. For sure, we just continue to work hard, and we have to thank our sponsors, like our Mtc sponsor, who has been there for us for more than 10 years now. And for sure, he make a lot of changes in sport, especially in academy career. And for sure, we also to thank other sponsors like the PST Bet who just come on board, and for sure the media. Of course, the media have been also very supportive, because them always give their news like it is, telling the whole world what is happening in Namibia, and that was also a good thing for us, and we have to appreciate that.
So you mentioned that you have sponsors like PST Bet that are now on board. How do you think it is important to have sponsors like PST Bet? How beneficial is it for the community as well?
Of course, any sponsor come on board is very beneficial to everybody, especially for the academy, the boxers. Yeah, of course, the community, because these kids, they're coming from the community, and we take them from the street. We do our best to put them on the best position where they can earn a living, and for sure to put bread on the table for their family, and for sure to attract their investment also to Namibia, because these kids, when they fight outside the country, the national flag been seen, and for sure the national anthem been sung, and for sure that is put Namibia on the world map, and that's what they are doing.
Well, thank you so much for coming here and joining me on the blue carpet, Tobias. Well, I was just talking to the man himself, Nesta Tobias, talking to us about boxing and what has been happening for his academy. And we're really excited to talk to the next women referee right here, Victoria Shangula. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Now, Victoria, I just want to talk to you about, you officiating this year. It must have been a big thing for you.
It was a difficult thing, because since we were not having football in Namibia, but we managed because we keep trying and training every day, and we keep encouraging each other. But we are happy for our performance, and all my colleagues, they perform when they go out. So we are really enjoying and make the country proud.
Just talk to me about what do you have in store for yourself, or what do you think, what else is going to be happening this year? Or are you wrapping up for the year because the year is coming to an end?
Currently, we are busy with a league that is on now for men. We are only officiating men's game, and I think it will end on the 20th, and then we restarting next year, which is a good thing for us, and we are gaining the advantage more because the games are more, and then, we are there.
Okay, now talk to me. We went on a tour earlier today. I want to ask, which place was most memorable for you out of all those places we went to today?
The one for the ghost.
The ghost town. Oh, I really enjoyed it too as well. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me on the blue carpet, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
live from the Lüderitz Waterfront All-Power Station in the harbor town of Lüderitz. This is the Namibia Annual Sports Awards 2022.
The historical town of Lüderitz is very unique. Remember, this is the town that has given birth to the first diamond in 1908 at Coleman's Cop. But not only diamonds, because this is also the town that also developed the first X-ray machine in the Deutsche Southwest Africa. It was also at Coleman's Cop. The first newspaper, members of the media, was first launched at Coleman's Cop. The first commercial bank was the building that houses Standard Bank, was the first Deutsche Bank. So I think this is the mother city. In other words, when it's come to this particular building that we called the All Power Station, this is a building that was built primarily to respond to the growing Coleman's Cop following the discovery of diamonds in 1908. So there was a need to put up a huge power generating plant to energize a growing Coleman's Cop and Lüderitz. And the building became the biggest building under one roof in sub-Saharan Africa. This is a building which is over 20,000 square meters of floor space. It's huge. Over the years, it also served not only as a power generating plant, it also served as a desalination plant. So they were drawing water from the sea, desalt, and make water usable, potable water. In the 1950s, this building changed its use to become workshops and offices. Now, in 2010, the building was in a dilapidated state. All its windows were broken. The criminals were hiding here, and nobody knew what to do with it. And we never knew that we never owned the building. The building was owned by the town council. So negotiations then commenced just in 2009 to try and secure ownership of this large building with all its problems to the waterfront for us to transform it into opportunities that can be used by the community for business. You know, a building like this, I mean, it's easy to say that, you know, you make it a show house for cars or you make it a fruit and veg, but you will not have a multiple socio-economic benefits as we now have done with bringing a university here as a campus of NAST. So in other words, this is a town that is historically dependent on fishing, mining, tourism, and the logistics because of the port. Now it became a university town. It's a new economy that is emerging as a result of the waterfront intervention and having convinced government, our shareholder, as part of the expansion of the waterfront to include an institution of higher learning. Then, of course, a tourism town must be able to have facilities for conferences and so on. We have successfully been able to achieve that. So Lüderitz is now competing with places like Swakopmund and Windhoek to host major events. Had we not intervened and created this facility, we would not have been able to do that. But not only that, when people are here, we want them to remain fit. We built a sea-view gym, second to none, it's top class. And we have received overwhelming comments of national and international visitors who have gone through our gym. They say our gym is par excellence the best. And then the Maritime Museum is again, when people come here, they have to experience the maritime industry and the blue economy. The blue economy is very important because not only for visitors, but also especially for the young people of Namibia. Something that we take for granted. There are young people, particularly even from the Karas region, who are living inland, who have never seen the sea, who have little understanding about the economic importance of the ocean. And it is our intention to work closely with a government to ensure that we bus through students as far as Katima, the two Kavangos or Maheke, to come and see the sea, and also to take them through the Maritime Museum to understand what careers are available in the maritime industry. That's important. Now with this green hydrogen that has been promoted, everything is happening in and around the sea. It's again clean energy, blue ocean economy. We put our infrastructure along the sea to bring people close to the sea so that the relationship between people and the sea is strengthened and is appreciated through the development we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the idea of sport is that it helps us, or rather teaches us how to imitate. Because why? Sports provides a model for us. In fact, it's a philosophical idea of abstract, right? But there is somewhat what you call the drama of a sports event. The reason why you sit on the edge when the likes of the Christine Bombers and the Beatrice Masilingis and the Johanna Benson take stage, it is because there is something very philosophical about it. Tonight, we are not here to necessarily give the athlete because they ran well, or give an award to the boxer because they fought well. We are here to award them because they encapsulated the ethic of discipline. And that's why sports is called a discipline. Tonight, my name is Franklin Shitaleni, and I'm going to be one of your amazing hosts for the 2022 Namibia Annual Sports Awards. And of course, I'm joined by the ever so dazzling, the most enthusiastic human being I know. Doesn't she look beautiful tonight?
Well, thank you so much, Franklin, for that compliment. My name is Javita Kanjumbwa, and I'm the other half of the host for tonight as we bring you the 2022 Namibia Annual Sports Awards right here in the harbor town of, that is, Luderitz. And we're in here, quite a historical building. This is the Luderitz Waterfront Old Power Station, a historical building that is 111 years old. So you're sitting in history. When you go back, do communicate that I sat in a building that is 111 years old. What is important tonight is to celebrate sporting excellence, and our athletes have proved throughout the year that they are in worth celebrating as they represent us on an international stage with such grace and honor.
And I think, look, we would do a disservice if we don't give you a bit of a history of the building, because this building is basically a response to the discovery of the first diamond back in 1908 by Lazarus Lewala. And the idea there was to respond to that idea. Now, this is very important. We do have an award that is still open, which means if you are watching us from home, you're watching us from social media, you're still more than welcome to vote. And I'm guessing you've got the information to that award.
Well, you can still vote for that is the NWR NASA Sports Star Choice of the Year. You can still vote for that one. It's still open. During the proceedings of the program, we will be able to tell you when the lines are closed. But for now, do vote for that is the NWR NASA Sports Choice Star of the Year. And there are goodies for you, so do make sure to vote for your Sports Star of the Year.
You know, I was going to go and ask who is dressed by who tonight, but, you know, sports people are very sportish, and I think, like, at the back, I know somebody came in a sports outfit. I know that there are dancers that came in a sports outfit as well. How many of us know, I think it's African tradition that you don't come into somebody's house without being invited, or else you are not invited. So we'd like to now take this time to call on the stage, that is the Honorable Governor of the mighty Aras region. Now, I was told yesterday by the Chief Executive Officer at the Waterfront that people generally refer to Luderitz as the coastal part in the southern part. We don't want to be known as that. Luderitz wants to be known as the Luderitz of the Great Aras region. In fact, this is where blue economy is going to be pivotal at. And so, without wasting much time, ladies and gentlemen, would now like to call upon the stage the Honorable Governor of the Great Aras region, Honorable Aletta Frederick. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
Thank you very much, Director of Proceedings. Honorable Agnes Chongarero, Minister of Sports, Youth and National Services, Your Worship, the Mayor of Luderitz Town Council, Honorable McKay, Regional Councillor for Ngabingus constituency, Honorable Susan Injaleka, and all local authority councillors that are present. Chairperson of the Namibia Sports Commission, Mr. Nikki Bambai. Please, my apologies if I'm not pronouncing the surname correct. Chief Human Capital and Corporate Affairs of MTC, Mr. Tim Mekanjo, Namibia Sports Commissioners, all the guests that are invited, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much. I was about to say, let's leave this hall and go, because you are not friendly enough to greet the governor of the region. I will be very brief with my welcoming remarks as expected. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to Karas region, to this beautiful town of Lüderitz. I am extremely delighted to host you and hope and trust that you are equally excited to be in our company this evening. Therefore, allow me to extend a special welcome to our guest of honor, Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth and National Services. I welcome all the sports personalities, athletes, sports administrators, and reporters nominated for the awards, and in the same vein, wish you all the luck. As we all know and will agree, that sports is a major contributor to economic and social development, and its role is well recognized by the 2030 Agenda Declaration of Governments underscore the empowerment of women and young people, individuals and communities, as well as to health, education, and social inclusion objectives. We recognize the growing contribution of sports to the realization of the development, discipline, promotion of tolerance, and respect. Therefore, I want to encourage the Sports Commission to make concerted efforts to establish collaborative partnership at the school level, as from primary schools, introduce all sport codes and strengthen those structures, not only to help identify potential talents, but to ensure that mentoring starts already at that level and that adequate attention is given in nurturing those talents. The NSC objective to take this event to all corners of the country as part of its strategic plan is highly commendable. The residents of Lüderitz should be proud of the fact that Lüderitz has grown its competitive advantage among other towns in the Karas region to be the first town to host this prestigious event. Let us give a round of applause to Lüderitz. Bringing this prestigious event to the coastal town demonstrates to us that Lüderitz has the capacity in terms of infrastructural development required to host events of this magnitude. And this is directly attributed to the development plans of the Waterfront Development Project and par excellence growth in the establishment of hospitality facilities in the town. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for us as residents of Karas region that Lüderitz was chosen to host the 80th edition of the Namibian Annual Sports Award that will see the creme de la creme of Namibia sports personalities battling it out for top honors at the coastal town. Sports awards must be given to sports personalities to recognize their talent, and this will give confidence and encourage working hard to outperform their challenges to scoop the honors. Having said that, I applaud the NASA sponsors and corporates who continuously support sports development in Namibia. I'm confident and trust that you will enjoy your stay in Lüderitz. With these few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all once again from every corner of Namibia to this MTC NSC Namibian Annual Sports Award event. As indicated, let us all rise and observe a moment of silence in remembrance of the fallen Namibian sporting heroes and heroines who have passed away. Can I have that honor? Everybody rise. attention. And I thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, so many awards, so little time, and the idea here is to award the people. But I think first we take a moment to appreciate the NASA sponsors and corporates who continuously support sports development in Namibia. We are also proud to say that the sponsors of these awards are MTC, NamPower, Deb Marine, and Standard Bank.
Well, there are so many, but also NAMDIA, NWR, Ludred's Waterfront, Seaflower, and the Ministry of Information, Communication, and Technology.
I think let's not forget as well that we've got Hamilton Chartered Accountants, NBC, Energy 100, and of course, Namibia Sport Commission.
As well as NAMCO, Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Services, Crayfish Festival, NIP, and finally, the Ludred's Town Council.
It goes without saying that the Namibian Sports Fraternity thanks you for the sponsorship, and we would like to get more for next year. So if we have 30 this year, we want 150 for next year. All right, so to thank us officially and to thank the sponsors officially, we would like to now welcome the Chief Human Capital and Corporate Affairs of MTC, Mr. T. Mekanjo.
Good evening, and thank you so much for that warm welcome. There is so many guests that we have to welcome here today. Mr. Flaxman, you've done an amazing job with this building. I know we used to pass by here, and I think I broke at least 7 windows because we did not know and understand why the building is just standing empty. So every time we will take rocks and just blast them. So it is very encouraging to see the result when leaders stand up to display leadership. Director of Ceremonies, please allow me to recognize all the protocol that you've already observed, but extend a special welcome to and acknowledge our Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports. I know Ludred's is very, very far, but thank you very much for having made the effort to drive almost 1,000 kilometers. Also, our Honorable Governor, who looked stunning this evening, His Worship the Mayor, and all the councillors, the entire leadership of the Karas region. On Thursday morning, my team and I visited Ausen Care to deliver 6 classrooms to Ausen Care Primary School as part of the MTC Rural Schools project. Inspired that the MTC Namibia Sports Awards will be taking place in the region, 20 teachers from Ausen Care Primary School decided they are coming with us, and they are here in the building, so special welcome to them. We hope that they brought a lot of grapes so that we can feast here tonight. We'd also like to thank the leadership of the MTC Sports Awards for hosting the event at the most beautiful town in Namibia, and for having the courage to have done so the 3rd time outside of Windhoek. We spoke a lot about Ludred's. I must, however, say, often forgotten town, but remembered when it is beneficial. This is a national event celebrating all our athletes, and taking it outside, despite the cost associated with the event, is indeed commendable. We are excited about bringing our athletes together and celebrating their achievements. We are mindful that we are doing so right after 3 hard years of COVID and so many other challenges that our country went through. It was during these dark times that our athletes never surrendered and lifted our spirits. They reminded us that whatever life throws at us, we should have the faith, and that our greatest opportunities are always tight and wrapped right in the middle of chaotic moments. We lost so much during the past few years: jobs, loved ones, hope, precious positions, but we have to fight for what we have left rather than to grieve over what we lost, because the enemy can get you grieving over what you have lost while stealing what you have left. I am perplexed by the amount of time and resources that young people spend these days on trying to fit in, and I'm speaking to the athletes, when fitting in brings them so much pain and discomfort, living Instagram lives even when it gives them no benefits. The urge to become just like them, just to gain general acceptance, becoming obsessed with the number of likes and followers, and becoming Instagram multimillionaires, just like we used to become monopoly millionaires back in the days. The fear of being rejected by people who mean absolutely nothing to you. That is one of the reasons why so many of us young people fail, because we live our lives on the basis of other people's perceptions and their definition of what success means to us. The reason why we get defeated so easily is because we worship other people's opinions about who we are. Athletes, if you do not know who you are, you will become what anybody wants you to be. And you will always become a mere copy, in fact, an uncertified copy that will never be accepted anywhere you go. My message to you this evening is to simply be yourself. Believe in yourself and recognize that you are better off just being you. Do not ever compromise your uniqueness for the benefit of irrelevant acceptance. I have never met anybody who have become incredibly successful without trials and tribulations. If you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass, but it requires sacrifice and commitment. Do not ever let your fear hold you back from your destiny. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway, whether you're scared or broke. You will never be challenged at a time that is convenient for you. You'll be challenged at the most difficult times in your life. It is the insecurity of the times that defines who you really are. Chase after your dreams, even when the odds are against you. Even when success sometimes becomes such an unpleasant gift. It comes with so many enemies, so much envy, so much jealousy, that you sometimes question yourself whether it was worth pursuing. They were not there when you had nothing and struggled, running barefoot to become the athlete of your dreams. Now they will hate on you for having succeeded, because all they see is your success and not your journey. Have the liquidity of thought and the nimbleness of mind to transition how you once saw yourself to how you want to see yourself in the future, so that you make way to run right into your purpose. Never allow anybody to change who you are, because you are all you have and who you were created to be. I know that Ludwig's Buchters can relate to my comments, because here in this place we always keep it real, whether you like it or not. Congratulations to all the athletes tonight. Thanks for being a beacon of light and for making yourselves, your families, and your nation proud. With very limited resources, you persevered, you've conquered, and you have achieved the impossible. On behalf of the following sponsors, Hamilton Chartered Accountants, Seaflower, Radio Energy, NWR, Ludwig's Waterfront Development Company, New Era, Standard Bank, NamPower, Dep Marine, the NBC, please pay your TV licenses, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, NAMDIA, NIP, Ludwig's Town Council, Ministry of Information. Thank you so much for making this event possible in partnership with the Namibia Sports Commission. Please have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
They say that the future of Namibia belongs to the youth, and that is why we are preparing our children at a very young age by showing them love and affection. There is nothing as powerful as giving every child an equal chance of excelling academically. Then we realized that once they matriculate, they need a good tertiary education. We give them scholarships and thus removing the financial burden so that they can be focused on chasing their dreams. Just as they look forward to graduating, they realize that they can't do so without an internship. That's why we introduced the Mtc National Internship Program, placing over 160 students at various institutions. But what good is a graduation if your grandparents cannot witness it with their own eyes? That's why we are giving them back the gift of eyesight. We invested over 10 million to build over 300 low-cost houses through Shack Dwellers Federation. With rising unemployment, we know that we need to create jobs. That's why we give unemployed youth an opportunity by empowering them with necessary skills and financial resources. Our ambassadors are now fully on board and committed to our collective vision for a better Namibia, doing good for society and helping us make the connection. Namibia, this is our story, and we are committed to creating the Namibia that all its citizens will be proud of. MTC, make the connection.
To put us in a celebratory mood, make some noise for Equipped Dance Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Equipped Dance Academy. And that is a form of sport in itself. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to now, for the keynote address tonight, we welcome Honorable Agnes Shongarero, the Minister of Sport, Youth and National Service, to deliver the keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you tired? You are not tired? Director of Ceremonies, the Governor of the mighty Karas region, Honorable Aleta Fredericks, CEO of Lutheridge Waterfront, Mr. Samuel Fluxman, esteemed sponsors, esteemed athletes, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening again. It is an honor to be here with you this evening. Viewers logged in on various media platforms, good evening to you too. Director of Ceremonies, allow me to stand on the protocol already established. History is being made as we are gathered here tonight in Lutheridge to witness the 18th edition of the Mtc Namibia Sport Awards, which we also called NASA, an event hosted in collaboration with the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service. Our mission of ensuring sports being developed in all four corners of Namibia is being felt as we try to bring closer, as mandated in our strategic plan, Sport to Every Corner. I'm exceptionally honored to address this occasion, more so because for the first time, we have set our footprint in the southern part of the country to celebrate, honor, and reward sporting excellence, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reliably informed that no less than 20 award categories will be conferred to the deserving sportsmen and women who have had exceptional performance and accolades during the year for the period 1st of October 2021 to the 30th of September 2022. This year, countless entries were received. However, the NEC ensured that all registered federations were allowed to nominate their athletes in various categories, of which some will emerge victorious. The Namibian sport industry has shown tremendous growth over the years, as witnessed in all the athletes' incomparable performance and achievements in both individual sport and team sport. Indeed, Namibia has graduated from being a participant to a competitive nation in different sporting disciplines. Despite the limited resources at our disposal, together we have had notable achievements. Hence, we appreciate the contributions of our corporate partners. The financial challenges we are all facing because of COVID. Now we are coming out of COVID, and now we are moving ahead. I'm reliably informed that this event had a financial injection of close to 2.7 million Namibian dollars in activity. This is for activities, category prices, towards covering the cost of logistics also, and other related deliverables, covering almost to 85% of the event budget. Allow me to extend my profound gratitude to the following sponsors, which were already actually mentioned, but I can quickly run through them, which they have making this possible. MTC, NamPower, Dep Marine, Standard Bank, NamDear, NWR, Lutheran Waterfront, Seaflower, Hamilton Chartered Accountant, NBC, New Era, Energy 100, Namibia Sport Commission, Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service, Crayfish Festival, NIP, and Lutheran Town Council. A big applause for them. This noble gesture should be applauded, as government alone, with equally competing national priorities, would not have managed to host this glamorous event if it was for the mentioned sponsors. So to that, we say big thank you to the corporates for their unwavering support at all times and for doing your part in everything whenever we knock on your door. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to implore all sport leaders, we need to refocus our strength and plan for the 2023 sporting calendar so that we are better prepared. It is only befitting to mention the noble achievements we have had from various sporting codes that did well this year. Our performance at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, our cricket team thrashing Asian champions in the T20 World Cup, and our recent, you might not know, our juniors, inline hockey team, hey, they have done us proud. Our senior hockey team qualified for the World Cup. Our rugby team qualified for the World Cup. And we know, maybe all of you don't know, but some know what our boxers are doing. They demolish anybody who comes to our country. And the list is endless. The biggest one of it all is the return of the people's game, football. With that said, please allow me to thank the NFA FIFA Normalization Committee for a job well done. Our people have been waiting for the return of football for 3 years. Sport is indeed back. So let us grab this opportunity and use it as a tool for national social cohesion and as a unifying factor together with our counterparts at MICT to create a synergies and build on the nationhood and national pride program. In conclusion, allow me to thank the leadership of the mighty Karas region and Naminus in particular for hosting us. And I encourage NSC to ensure that we indeed allow various regions to host events of this nature. As sport is for the entire country and we have talent all over Namibia. Please allow me to appreciate the presence of our Mr. Tuelo Sirufo. Where is Tuelo? Yes, he is from Botswana. Coming from the National Sport Commission through the existing MOU between our two sister countries and commissions. Your presence here is significant as our two nations work together on the possibility of hosting Bona AFCON 2027. Let's hold hands and fully support the joint bid. With these few words, once again, thank you, corporates, and to our esteemed athletes. Let the best men or women win, and I thank you.
Finger. strategy liko peipe changaula eyo yoka Kenya ngaji yaji kopa tatiko tifom challenge konja what konja u loki what loki u nikazi we are not the squad of anakuten this is the army nikazi akukari chache ikako well I mean inakuwa like ziruku ya ka hela on the home wala ring out the finger I'm a bit confused I'm sure I know what I can't control I'm a do what how to bang it go I'm a bit confused I'm sure
Joining me now to present the NSE NASA Lifetime Achievement Awards, please welcome the Mayor of Naminglus, His Worship, Benjamin McKay.
Gabriel Fryer. Gabriel Fryer is a legendary Orlando Pirates footballer who was appointed as the first ever senior sports officer in the Ministry of Youth and Sport after independence. He went on to head offices in Keetmanshoop, Lourdes and Karasburg. Mr. Fryer also served as a local councillor in Keetmanshoop and positively impacted the development of sport facilities during his 34 years in service, up until his retirement in 2020. Sivute Katamba. Holding a degree in physical education and sports science, Sivute Katamba traded his teaching profession for sports administration many years ago. He then furthered his studies and quickly rose in the ranks to the position of chief officer and deputy director, ultimately becoming the second ever sports director in the post-independence Namibia. Isadore Nel. Isadore Nel served as the chairperson of the Commerce Netball League for several years and led the Namibian team to consecutive third and second division victories. Among other achievements, Ms. Nel has been instrumental in coaches and umpire development and earned a Best Development Program Award for Netball Namibia, of which she is still the vice president, responsible for development. Nestor Topias. Considered to be one of the most prolific figures in Namibian boxing, Nestor Topias owns Namibia's oldest acclaimed boxing stable, the Mtc Nestor Sunshine Topias Boxing and Fitness Academy. The academy has been awarded as the best academy in Africa a total of 6 times and boasts a remarkable number of record-breaking champions.
Please come onto the stage. Can the lifetime recipients please come onto the stage?
We would like to use this opportunity to call upon Isador Nel for the handing over of these achievements. Can we give a hand of applause? The next candidate is Gabriel Freya. Can we give him a hand of applause? Okay, she will take on behalf of Gabriel. Can we give her a hand of applause? Thank you.
Next one is Nesta Tobias. You and me, we are coming a long time. I don't know whether and somebody did collect for Katamba Sfude.
Another round of applause for the Lifetime Achievers. Now, to present the award for sporting excellence, we invite to stage the Namibia Sports Commission Chairperson, Nikki Mbaimbai.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please allow me to stand on the protocols already observed. I'm here to present an award for the NSC Chairperson's Award of Excellence. Now, Cricket Namibia CEO, Mr. Johan Muller, has been the driving force in the development, structure, governance, players' performance, and efficiency of cricket in Namibia. With Mr. Muller at the helm, the senior men's team's players gained professional status, and Cricket Namibia's overall performance saw Namibia gain ODI status, as well as winning the ICC Associate Member Men's Performance of the Year at the ICC Awards. Cricket Namibia also provides the necessary strategic support to promote women and girls cricket with the ultimate goal of delivering professional development opportunities to our female cricketers. Mr. Muller and his team's work is internationally recognized by the International Cricket Council, and Cricket Namibia has been used as a case study by the ICC on sports professionalism and governance to other cricket countries. Mr. Muller has ushered Namibian cricket into a new era, and we will proudly co-host the Cricket World Cup for the first time in the year 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the recipient for this award, Mr. Johan Muller. This award will be received by a representative.
Ladies and gentlemen, starting a music career straight out of high school with both local and international awards, the end goal is to inspire. She's a radio presenter, a makeup artist, but also an MC. The first song, titled Shy Tela, basically translates, I'm a proud girl of the Southern Soul, and indeed she is. Second song is Ahute, taken off her latest EP, titled Beneath the Surface. As the nation fights the increasing rate of GBV, this one speaks on behalf of the women who finally get the courage to walk out of an abusive relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like for us to put our hands together for the Queen of the South, the one and the only, Adora.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I said good evening. Listen, say everybody knows when I rock up in the club, I got a vibe and nobody can stop. Ta 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 ta, hum me. Say everybody knows when I rock up in the club, I got a vibe and nobody can stop. Ta 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 ta, hum me ha, hum me Masama, hum me so, hum me Masama, hum me hum me oh, hum me Karali huya kai, so, karali huya kai, so, karali huya kai, karali huya kai. On the side, let's try. Are we having a good time? I love that. And over here, are we having a good time? I love that. sing us and have a good time. See that you did it, like kahuna like sa. Hey, dida sata wala tuba, kahuna like sa. Dida sata wala tuba, kahuna like sa. Amka, arika, iska, koska, dawasen. Amka, arika, iska, koska, dawasen. Thank you all so much. Welcome to the South. My name is Adora, and I will be back.
Well, a round of applause for Adora. She has certainly welcomed us into the South. Now, I could have danced, but this dress won't allow me. So later on, I might just give you a move or two.
Or it could just be because we can't dance, and that's also fine. Right? The good Lord gave us words to speak, so we'll stick to that. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live from Ludritz, and this is the National Namibian Sports Awards 2022. Round of applause for yourself for being here tonight, because you know the traveling was one of those, you sleep, then you wake up, then you sleep again, then you wake up again. But nonetheless, the results for all categories are official and certified by our auditors as Hamilton Chartered Accountants, and also with the assurance that this judging process has been fair and transparent. Let's get straight into what we came here for, and that is the awards.
Now, in these next categories, we give recognition to the Namibian journalists who have consistently shown dedication to high standards of sports reporting in digital, print, and broadcasting mediums. Now, I'm a journalist, so I'm sure my fellow colleagues who have been nominated tonight are quite nervous. And just to give the first category, which is sponsored by the Namibian Institute of Pathology, the NASA Sports Journalist of the Year in the digital category is presented by Energy 100 FM's Lazy Ninda and Poya Media CEO Ilke Platt.
NASA Sports Journalist of the Year in Digital. The nominees are Marco Ndlovu, Namibia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
It's wonderful being here for this evening. Is everybody ready to see the nominees for the Best Online Print? Let's roll the nominees.
NASA Sports Journalist of the Year in Digital. The nominees are Marco Ndlovu, Namibia Press Agency. Strauss Luyangwe, One Africa Television.
All right, so Lazy, are you ready to do the honors while you open up the envelope? Who do you think it's going to be? Mr. Mokoya? Okay, who else do you think it's going to be? The competition is very, very tough this year. It was very difficult selecting because it was quite difficult criteria. And the winner is, drum rolls,
Marco Ndlovu.
Thank you. I love you too. First of all, thanks to the Almighty. And yeah, I didn't prepare any speech because I thought my dear friend, a good friend of mine, Makoya, was going to win this one. But we are both winners. And yeah, this one is dedicated to my kids. And one of them is from here in Ludretz. So I dedicate this one to them. Thank you.
congratulations to Marco Ndlovu for taking that first award. Now, the next award is for the Namibia Institute of Pathology, again sponsoring. The NASA Sports Journalist of the Year in Print is going to be presented by Zigive Muyoro, COO, New Era Publication Corporation, and Interim President, Namibia Taekwondo Federation.
Of course, he's then accompanied, by Benjamin Junius, medical technologist in charge of NIP Ludwig's Laboratory. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
Good evening. Let's see who is up for this award.
NASA Sports Journalist of the Year in Print. The nominees are Shifeni Nicodemus, the Namibian; Morris Kambukwe, New Era; Michael Ugwanga, Confidential;
The winner is Shifeni Nicodemus, the Namibian.
Yes, I am Shifeni Nicodemus in a female form. Well, Shifeni didn't have anything to say because, of course, he probably also thought it was going to go to the others who also are winners. But I want to thank my mother, my parents, the Namibian.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for that amazing winner. Now, the NASA Sports Journalist of the Year in Broadcasting, which is also sponsored by the NIP, is being presented today by Dr. Audrey Mate, the Executive Director of the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, and the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation's Public Relations Officer, Tosi Shiombo. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone. What a pleasure to be here. And it's a very special award because some of my co-workers are also nominated for this one. And I'm also honored to be standing next to my academic mentor, the ED. Thank you. Let's look at the nominees.
NASA Sports Journalist of the Year in Broadcasting. The nominees are Helene Matthews, Namibia Broadcasting Corporation; Strauss Luyangwe, One Africa Television; Michael Ditu, Namibia Broadcasting Corporation; Castro Ulumbu, One Africa Television.
Drum rolls for the winner. Who do you think it is? I didn't hear that name. You've got it right. Lunyangwe Strauss is the winner. Make some noise. round of applause for the winner.
I didn't prepare a speech also. One thing though, I just want to clarify some facts. The Mtc Opsol Youth League 22, in its sixth season, 103 teams, age groups under 9, under 11, under 12, under 13, under 15, under 17, under 19, 2,000 youth players participating there. We've concluded 1,528 matches, 27 clubs, 32 referees, 44 players from our league were called up at the Namibian Newspaper Cup. I'd like to thank my mother, my family, Natasha, New Era, One Africa Television, Mr. Colin Benjamin and his team, and we have produced 66 episodes for me to win this award.
Well, that is it for the journalists. Well done to Makoya for taking that last one. If you ask me what is his real name, I'd possibly not tell you. But moving on, and we're moving on to really an integral part. Now, referees or umpires are really important in a game. They are like players. If you don't have a referee or an umpire in a game, you really can't have a game. So they themselves, we're going to award one of a referee and umpire tonight. And to present, that is the referee of Umpire of the Year, which is sponsored by Namdia. We are having that is the Namdia Public Relations Officer, Beverly Kusumund, who is joined by the Botswana Chief Executive Officer for the National Sports Commission, Tuelo Serofo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dumelang ka Setswana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and the nominees are
Namdia NASA Umpire Referee of the Year. The nominees are Moses Zoana, Namibia Boxing Control Board, Timotheus Hekonda, Namibia Boxing Control Board, Victoria Shangula, Namibia Football Association.
Well, I note that one or more of the nominees are actually quite popular, but I'm not sure who the winner is. Let's find out. Who do we think it is? It's none other than Victoria Shangula.
Wow. I don't have anything to say, but this one going to my colleague, the FIFA referees.
Congratulations to the Umpire of the Year.
I think, you know the beauty with awards is this, is the fact that in order for you to win at anything at all, you do need to be a part of a team. So no one is really ever self-serving. And so because of that, excellence in sports obviously requires many years of dedication. In these categories, we recognize our young athletes, the future Namibian sports stars, right?
Absolutely. Now, these are the junior sportswomen who have done incredibly all over the year, throughout the year, pardon me. Now, the MTC NASA Junior Sportswoman of the Year is going to be presented by Fritz Jacobs, Chief Operating Officer, and Gerald Ndafangenyo, Director of Education, Hardap Region. Apologies. To announce the NASA Junior Sportswoman of the Year is presented by MTC Luterates Mobile Home Supervisor, Brian Boyce, and MTC Luterates Sales Advisor, Lima Miguel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great honor to be here tonight. May the best lady win. And the nominees are
MTC NASA Junior Sportswoman of the Year. The nominees are Jenna Gilchrist, Namibia Equestrian Federation; Christine Boma, Athletics Namibia; Tuane Silva, Athletics Namibia;
And this award goes to Christina Mboma.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the Lord for everything He has done for me. And I know this year was a difficult year, and I managed to do my best. And I want to thank all my sponsors, MTC, Nike, Marathon Sugar, and everyone who helped me. And I want to thank my coach. And I want to thank Annalene and the father. And I want to thank, shout out to Zuel for making this outfit. Yeah, and thank you so much for everyone who supported me during the difficult time. Thank you.
Well, another round of applause for all the winners who have won so far. Are your predictions correct so far of you thought who would win the first batch of awards? All right, we continue and now to present the MTC NASA Junior Sportsman of the Year Award. Please welcome Mr. Adolf Nanengono, the MTC Special Project Manager, alongside Simi the mascot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are honored to present
MTC NASA Junior Sportsman of the Year. The nominees are Daniel Han, Namibia Cycling Federation; Kevin Lover, Namibia Cycling Federation; Scholz Justin, Namibia Karate Federation;
who do you think the winner is? Daniel Han. Doesn't look like the winner is here, so thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the mascot, first of all. To be in a suit like that takes courage, and this gentleman is doing a very, very great job. And I think right before we continue, I read about a very interesting story back in 1969, and this is the power of what sports can do, right? Back in 1969, two countries, El Salvador and Honduras, what happened was, this was the preliminary rounds of the World Cup of 1970. And so, and then they drew 2-2 at the end of the game, and 4 days of conflict pursued after that because people got angry. And that is the power of sport. Have you realized when you're at a football match or you're at a stadium, that is the one time that as human beings, we forget race, we forget tribe, we forget creed. Because soon as the guy puts in a goal, we are all united like that. I've been to celebrations, weddings and graduations. No one ever stands up and hugs each other. So that tells us that there's unity in sport, right? Because it's not a one-man show, it's a team effort. Can we get a round of applause for all our athletes tonight? Because they are all winners. And we appreciate everybody. And now moving on to our junior athletes with a disability, the NamPower NASA Junior Sportsman of the Year with a disability is presented by Chief Operating Officer at NamPower, Fritz Jacobs, and the Hartep region, the Director of Education, Gerald Ndafenongo. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once more, I know that you are tired of the good evenings, but NamPower is very proud to be part of this event, especially because we are supporting athletes with disability. To be physically challenged, to have the discipline and the willpower to do sports, and to achieve and to be a nominee. Therefore, let's see who the nominees are.
Nampower NASA Junior Sportswoman of the Year with a Disability. The nominees are Kambei Kabemuimuine, Special Olympics Namibia. Lahia Ipinge, Namibia National Paralympic Committee. Liz Meyer, Namibia National Paralympic Committee.
Are you waiting? Should I reveal the secret? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for Namibian National Paralympic from the Namibian National Paralympic Committee is Lahia Ipinge.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening all. My name is Lahia. My surname is Ipinge. Thank you all for these awards. I'm happy for winning this award. Thank you very much.
There is a special relationship between Lahia and Ananias, and it's about a very interesting pet that Ananias has that he has named after Lahia. I don't want to go into it, but it involves a gold medal. So the day that Lahia can get a gold medal, she can also get a pet and name it after Ananias. I'm hoping that a gold medal will be in the future for Lahia, so that she can also exploit having a gold medal. But to continue with the awards, and the next category is the Nampower NASA, a Junior Sportsman of the Year with a Disability, which is presented by Fritz Jacobs, Chief Operating Officer, Nampower, and the Special Olympics Namibia Board Chairperson, Julene Garises.
I'm just doing the honors. My colleague co-presenter is presenting the trophy, so we are waiting for our assets to come.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Nampower NASA Junior Sportsman of the Year with a Disability. The nominees are Philippus Namweda, Namibia National Paralympic Committee. Michael Muyenga, Namibia National Paralympic Committee.
These seem to be very expensive envelopes because I'm sure that there is money going along with these awards. The winner for this category is Philippus Namweda.
Good evening. I'm here to. I'm standing here to say thanks all sponsors. I thanks my coach. I'm saying thanks.
Coming on to stage to give you a performance, while the man from the south goes by the name of Esmen.
1, 2. Hey, Hosh, Ludret, hey, hola, are we there, Namibia? I feel good, I'm back home. This is where I grew up. This is where my music career started, in Afrikaans music. But now I want to take you on a journey in Afrikaans music, something new, something spectacular. Mr. Selector.
I couldn't guess Magic and Give me net beat, yeah. On the little mascot and I swear it's all about you. One way, I'll crazy, die is ware liefde met niemand kan dit keer. Give me net een beetje meer. Want de liefde misgaat en ik zweer ik zal het waarderen. Onwees als je heen, wij krijgen die is ware liefde misgaat niemand kan dit keer. Oh nee nee, nee 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 nee. Oh nee nee. Nee, 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 nee. Oh nee, nee. Nee, 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 nee. Oh nee, nee. Nee, 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 nee. Oh, zeg me hoe maak je maar nou als gevoelens die nou op. Oh, nee, nee. Nee, 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 nee. Ik kan niet zonder jou niet. Zonder jou niet.
Gesproken, waar die woorden ben van mij.
Ik kan niet voor jou hoe ik voor jou voel. Oh nee nee. Oh nee nee. Oh nee nee. Oh nee nee. Give me net een beetje meer. Want de liefde misgaat en ik zweer ik zal het waarderen. Onwijs als je heen, wij krijgen hier. Die is ware liefde, ja, niemand kan dit keer. Give me that big in you. Want de liefde met praat en ik zweer, ik zal het waarderen. Want nooit zal je heen, nooit breekt je zeer. Die is ware liefde, mijn schat, niemand kan het keren. Oh, nee, nee. Nee, 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 nee. Oh, nee, nee. Nee, 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 nee. Oh, nee, nee. Nee, 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 nee. Oh, nee, nee. Nee, 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 nee.
Slow bagasi en ik like that. Zie je kapana maar ik like that. Zo big man ik like that.
Want het is bij je humble, maar dat bleef
Ik blijf loyal voor jou, no. Jij blijft loyal voor mij, no. Die is de liefde wat ons opbouwt. Zij blijft loyal voor jou, no. Jij blijft loyal voor mij, no. Die is de liefde wat ons opbouwt. Losers, boom! Whoa, whoa. Losers, boom, thank you very much, people. I do appreciate. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, die boeg maakt wat? Dus kan je dat niet horen, ik was proberen weer. Die boeg maakt wat? So we were told, where the sport that you do. So this must already send a message. Do I need to go further? It is not necessary for us to go further, ladies and gentlemen, is it? Let's quickly just, I think, give a round of applause to the son of the soil. He had a song. In fact, Esmond's biggest song was a song called Boegter Meisie. Waar is die Boegter Meisies? Kom ek kyk toch jou handjies? So die kan, dat is die Boegters, die kan nie. Nee, it's all right.
Well, on that note, I represent Hockey Tonight because of something phenomenal that they are doing next year. The women and the men of the hockey national teams are going to the World Cup in South Africa to represent Namibia at the World Indoor Hockey World Cup. So a round of applause for them, please. So it is quite an evening, and we're just getting started as we get to celebrate more in terms of that is the stars, the athletes, and also all those that are involved in that is in sport.
Yeah, I think it's important for us to note at this point tonight. I think that the beauty with sport is the fact that it's sort of one of those accolades where you receive only after the work is done. You graduate only after the work is done, and that's the beauty with it. Because the idea is when we see people push beyond their limits and go beyond ability that we're unable to. For example, in football, if somebody scores, I think it's called a bicycle kick, we are impressed. We desire to be morphed into who these people are. So, to present this category, ladies and gentlemen, we're quickly just going to get into the following category because we'd like to make this as fun as possible. It's very important that we would do so. But before we do that, the lines are still open, correct?
Well, the lines are still open for the NWR NASA Sports Star of the Year. So you can still vote for your Sports Star of the Year. The lines are still open. Now, I want everybody to do something really special tonight. One of the hockey players, she's here tonight. She's the captain of the women's hockey. She's going into retirement. So please make her cry. She likes to cry. Please make her cry. When you get a chance, make her cry. She's going to retire at the end of the World Cup. Now, to present the next award, that is the next category, but we want to keep you in suspense and want to still make conversation. And as we just getting the vibe of that is the South, who has been welcomed by the wind?
In fact, who likes the wind in Ludritz? Who got invited, who got welcomed by the wind? The first time I came here was, I think, 2016, and my colleague had told me, whatever you do, don't open the car door just like that. I thought, I've been opening car doors my whole life. What is a small wind going to do? And it was on that fateful day that the OB Vans bust the door, when I opened it, the wind took it the other way around. So clearly, we need to move into hydropower. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we are doing what we are doing now is because we look good in our outfits, and we kind of just asked the organizers, can we take time to just be admired and look beautiful?
While you continue, Franklin, I have a surprise for you. Hold on. Just hold on. I have a surprise for you.
You're also welcome to give me gifts. It's not limited. It is not limited to anything at all. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, again, I think we would like to reiterate that if you are watching us online, you're watching us on TV, please make sure that if you're online, you are sharing the link, because the young people, that's what they're into. But at the same time as well, I know there is a culture in Namibia where we don't really celebrate people because we always feel like we are more deserving, and that is not the nature of sport. Sport should unite. Johnny.
I had a surprise for you, but I kind of lost it. But when I do find it, I promise you, I'm going to give it to you. Now we're going to move on to the next award, that is the Federation of the Year. And to present this category, I'd like to call upon Indileni, that is Kandi, as well as she is and also the Chief Administrator of the Namibia Sports Commission, Freddie Simatamuya.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. In my Lord's language, also via Queen Abule.
NASA National Federation of the Year. The nominees are Cricket Namibia, Namibia Rugby Union,
and the winner is Cricket Namibia.
Thank you very much. Good evening. And just so that you know, this is also my hometown, so I'm a homegrown Lutherans boy. Yeah, thanks once again for this award. I think it's a second year running, and for very good reasons. We run a very professional setup. Our senior men's team is a fully professional team, paid cricket players. Hence the reason they perform so well at the world stage. And we would like to thank the sponsors, the Sports Commission, for keeping this going. And also encouragement to the rest of the sport codes to follow suit for us to put our name on the map. Thanks very much for this. Okay.
Well, a round of applause once again for the winners.
Now, the beauty is that in sport, just like most things in life, teamwork is key. It's always going to be key to success. And this next award recognizes those teams who have excelled not only in their sport, but in their discipline and team spirit as well.
Now, a team compromises usually of a lot of players. In football, it's 11. In rugby, it's 15, and so forth and so on. And to just appreciate them tonight, that is the collective effort of teams. I'd like to call upon that is the NASA team. The NASA team of the year is to be presented by Sydney Simasiku, the Luderitz Deb Marine Namibia representative, to come and give this award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's quiet tonight. I'm lonely here and I don't see my partner, but yeah, it's all good. Sport is a very good thing because it rewards and at the same time keeps people healthy and fit. Without further ado, let's see who the nominees are.
Deb Marine Namibia NASA Sports Team of the Year. The nominees are Brave Warriors, Namibia Football Association. The Richeli Eagles, Cricket Namibia. Unified Junior Sport Team, Special Olympics Namibia.
And the winner is United Junior Sport Team.
Good evening, everyone. We currently don't have a speech, but I believe that one or two words can inspire the next person. So we say, stay disciplined and work as a team. Thank you.
Well, a round of applause. Now, the Special Olympic team went all the way to the USA to partake in the Unified Youth Games. And even just before they left, the preparations were just, up and down. And we're like, are they going to make it? And they came back with gold. So we're so, so proud of them for representing us all the way in the USA. I mean, you're bypassing all the continents and coming back with the medals at home. And that's why sports development, it's so, so important for us to have that a sports development so that we can develop our athletes and bring them on par with the rest of the world. Now, to present the NASA development that is of the year, which is sponsored by Standard Bank, I'd like to call upon that is from Standard Bank, Head of Marketing, Communication, and CSI, Margaret Mengo, who's accompanied by Luderitz Town Council Public Relations Officer, Elwin Kavaseb.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. With the permission of the captain, I greet you.
Good evening, and the nominees are
Standard Bank NASA Sports Development Program of the Year. The nominees are F&B School Mountain Bike League, Namibia Cycling Federation. The Ashburton Quetta Mini Cricket Program, Cricket Namibia. Standard Bank Junior Hockey Initiative, Namibia Hockey Union.
and the winners are
Cricket Namibia.
the Ashburton Quite.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
You don't want to accept your award? The Ashburton Quite Mini Cricket Namibia.
Good evening. This is exciting. Well, this award today will dedicate it to all the teachers that are helping us with our development, the development officers, our sponsors. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause. Another round of applause for the awards. I think we can all agree that the past 3 years have been a bit rocky, whether it's for sports, whether it's for every other industry. And I think in these uncertain times, we all need some sort of hope. And so this next award is for those programs who have managed to ignite hope and inspiration in their communities. Now, to present the Standard Bank NASA Community Inspiration Award, we call to stage Margaret Mengo, Head of Marketing Communication and CSI Standard Bank, as well as Charlo Chainda, the Marketing and Publication Relation Officer, as well as the NASA Project Manager. Ladies and gentlemen.
Goeienaand, dames en heren. I'm going to be speaking Afrikaans tonight because we are in the Buchte. Margaret, you look fabulous.
Thank you. You look handsome yourself. And the nominees are
Standard Bank NASA Community Inspiration Awards. The nominees are Delano Müller, Namibia Kickboxing Federation. Foundation Run Along, Namibia National Paralympic Committee. Namibia Volleyball Federation.
Ons is in Boegter en die wenner is Namibia Volleyball Federation. I'm being corrected, Federatie.
Good evening, everyone. All protocol observed. For sure, we thank God for this one. And on behalf of the NVF Board of Administration, I just want to thank our coaches, referees, players, our supporters, and those are the community members. So I also don't want to forget thanking Bengvindug, Calvary Technologies, Opuo Spa, Uranium One, NBC, Sports Commission, the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service. You guys have supported us throughout the year. You have been awesome, and thank you very much. This is for all of you.
the Mtc Namibian NASA professional athlete in the diaspora. To be presented by Flaxman Samuel, CEO, Luderitz Waterfront Development Community, and Simasiku.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a very wonderful evening. Let's continue enjoying it. Let's look at the nominees.
Mtc Namibian NASA professional athlete in the diaspora. The nominees are David Wiese, Cricket Namibia. Otto Dion, Namibia Football Association. Peter Shalulile, Namibia Football Association.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come to announce Peter Shalulile.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Peter Shalulile has assigned the king, Ingwe himself, to come and collect this award on his behalf. Hence, I'm thanking everybody for supporting Peter Shalulile and his efforts. As you know, he is playing abroad in South Africa, and he is doing us proud as Namibians. Thank you.
While you've been sitting for quite a while now, get up and get onto your dancing feet as we welcome back the Queen of the South, Adora.
I hope you guys are having a good time. Yeah? in one kauka Amatula Mami ke Arutara Di mama's post
Ladies and gentlemen, please note that the voting lines for the NWR NASA People's Sports Star of the Year are now officially closed. Here to award outstanding coaches with the Namibia NASA Coach of the Year, please welcome Namibia GM Safety and Security, Clark McKay, and Commissioner, Namibia Sports Commission, Adelaide Jacobs.
As we are in the south, Koripari has its arsenal.
Namibia NASA Coach of the Year. The nominees are Henk Water, Athletics Namibia. Letu Hamhola, Namibia National Paralympic Committee. Robert Hakukwena, Athletics Namibia.
And the winner is Letu Hamola.
Good evening. And on behalf of Coach Leto Amola, I think he SMSed me, but I leave my phone at the hotel. So, no, he did this, he achieved this, he deserved it. And then he have to thank the wife, always prepare the breakfast, I think it's 3 o'clock. Because always we are starting training, we are used to starting the training always 4 o'clock morning time, so he deserves it. Thanks very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing closer to the end of the awards, but not yet.
Now, congratulations thus far to all the winners. We'd now like to announce that we are growing or getting a bit closer to the most coveted after awards. That's why we're here tonight, all right? But before we do that, we are, like I said, we would like to get to know who's the sportsman and the sportswoman of the year. And of course, the main prize sports star that is for 2022.
But before we get to that, this next award recognizes the men and women athletes with disability who have displayed excellence in their sport over the past year. Now, the privilege to present the NemPower NASA Sportswoman of the Year with a disability will be announced by Fritz Jacobs, the Chief Operating Officer of NemPower, and Fritz Jacobs and Emilia Nunzi, the National Director, Special Olympics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols are observed. We can't talk about reaching sustainable development goals without talking about unified sports. And if you are talking about unified sport, we talk about people with and without disability playing on the same sport field. With that said, we are so happy to announce the nominees for the award for NemPower, and the nominees are
NemPower NASA Sportswoman of the Year with a Disability. The nominees are Isitile Lahia, Namibia National Paralympic Committee; Johanna Benson, Namibia National Paralympic Committee; Kamuti Mushongo, Namibia National Paralympic Committee.
Wow, wow, wow. And the winner is Lahia Ishitile, Namibia National Paralympic Committee.
Evening, my people. Why I'm so nervous. I want to thank the Namibian Paralympic leaders, everyone, our aunties, Miss Memory, our coaches, Coach Mola and Coach Mike, and the 100% greatest gratitude goes to NamPower. They call us disabilities and they, NamPower, see our high possibilities. And I don't even know how to express my feelings when it's come to NamPower support. I'm so, so, so grateful for this. And guess what? I will take some percents from my chalete and buy a guinea pig, name it after Ananias.
I think since Lahia has won, she's edging closer to Ananias. So Ananias, you're in trouble. That pat is coming. And now for the NamPower NASA Sportsman of the Year with a disability.
Please welcome back on stage Fritz Jacobs, the Chief Operating Officer at NamPower, as well as Patrick Huachup, Commissioner at the Namibia Sports Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So far, so good. Tonight, let us look at the nominees, who they are.
NamPower, NASA Sportsman of the Year with a Disability. The nominees are Ananias Chikongo, Namibia National Paralympic Committee. Johannes Nambala, Namibia National Paralympic Committee. Ovasit Rudy, Namibia National Paralympic Committee.
And the winner is? And the winner is? Ananias Chikongo.
I'm back again. No, thanks very much once again. Our main sponsor, the father of disability people, NamPower. So, and Sport on the Move Foundation. And my guide, the big gun. So I cannot able to get this without him. So he's my eyes, he's my big gun. So, no, I'm not done because I don't know how many minutes I must use. No, don't worry. This trophy is dedicated to my late father. It was a difficult year. He passed on last month. So I know on the even he's gone. So I'll keep on traveling on the track, and then I'll make Namibian proud. Thanks very much.
The NASA Sports Awards are all about celebrating sporting excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now dashing ahead into the top categories of these awards, starting with the Sportswoman of the Year. Now, to award this prize, we call on MTC's Manager of Communication and Sponsorship, John Ekongo, and Susan Njaleka, Regional Councillor, Aminus Constituency.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to present to you the nominees for the Sportswoman of the Year. Let's look who the nominees are.
MTC NASA Sportswoman of the Year. The nominees are Christine Boma, Athletics Namibia. Helalia Johannes, Athletics Namibia. Pronk Suzel, Namibia Karate Federation.
Please register your SIM card. It's our pleasure to announce that the Sportswoman of the Year is Helalia Johannes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocols observed. It is my pleasure and honor to receive this award in this wonderful evening. Firstly, I would like to give glory and honor to God Almighty for making this possible for me. So it has been a long journey. I have been accompanied by God Almighty because without Him, I could not able to achieve this. Since I have been doing so well and consistent. So I would like also give thanks to my coach, the man behind the work, who is always make sure that our preparation is done and I'm ready to compete. I would like also to thank my family member that have been behind me, supporting me, especially my son. He's always encouraging me that, Mommy, please make me proud. Honor, I dedicate this award to you. Thank you so much.
Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We are closing in tonight. And now for the MTC NASA Sportsman of the Year, a round of applause, please, for the Chief Human Capital and Corporate Affairs of MTC, Mr. Time Kanjo, as well as Ms. Joanne Manuel, the Director of Sport. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for this award.
Good evening. Now it's time for the big boys. Let's see who the nominees are.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
MTC NASA Sportsman of the Year. The nominees are Alex Miller, Namibia Cycling Federation. Gilbert Heinuka, Athletics Namibia. Gianni Milveson, Archery Association of Namibia.
And the winner is Jenny Moverson from Archery Association.
Sure. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this one. Firstly, I want to thank the sponsors, then my family, my friends, the Lord that gave me this talent to do this sport, and then this little town, Ludritz. You guys made me what I am today. I want to thank you. It's a special thanks to you. You guys made me what I am today. Thank you very much.
Well done so far to the athletes that have won. Congratulations once again. And now we are going to the prize that you, the sports fans, have voted for. The NWR NASA People's Choice Sports Star of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present this award is Nelson Ashipala, the Manager, Marketing, Communication, and Online Media at NWR, and Etuna Nuyoma, Chief Financial Accountant, Ludritz Waterfront Development Company. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause.
Good evening, Namibia, but most importantly, good evening, Etuna. Looking stunning.
Hi, good evening, Nelson. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we are here to present the NASA Sports Star of the Year award. Currently, there are no nominees, so what will happen is we'll just wait for the envelope to come as soon as it's ready.
Thank you for those that voted. And the winner is Munyenga Michael. Munyenga Michael. So we accept his or her award on her behalf.
I've been away from home. It's been a little while. I don't know why. Somebody play me something from the jukebox. Number 6 in the jukebox. Take me home. I'm getting old. Let me remember the people, the rhythm, the feeling of togetherness. Let me remember the people, the rhythm, the feeling, and the beat in the night. Hey, oh my, oh my Africa, oh my, Vicky Africa, oh my, oh, see that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been at the back deliberating this last award, or at least this very, very, very important award. Who is it going to go to? We are all dressed to win. That's the beauty of it. Hopefully we get the privilege of taking a picture with the winner first. And now the main prize. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Jovita, you are a sports enthusiast yourself, so it's a bit more personal to you.
Absolutely. And this award is the big win of the night. That is the MTC NASA Sports Star of the Year. And just to announce who it is going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now call back on stage Mr. T. Mekanjo, the Chief Human Capital and Corporate Affairs at MTC, and Honorable Agnes Chongarero, the Minister of Sport, Youth and National Service, to announce the Sports Star of 2022 in anticipation.
Let's have a look at the nominees.
MTC NASA Sport Star of the Year. The nominees are Ananias Shikongo, Namibian National Paralympic Committee; Helalia Johannes, Athletics Namibia; Jani Miovesen, Archery Association of Namibia;
And the winner is? And the winner is? Jani Mowe-Viesen.
Beduka,
Again, this was unexpected, really. All I can say is thank you very much. Yeah, I will do my best next year. And the day after that, Brazil, so hopefully I can do it again. Thank you, Ludwig. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, it has been a fantastic evening, hasn't it been? Are you happy with everything that has transpired? Well, the night is young, but unfortunately, this part of the program has to end. And so congratulations to all the winners. Namibia is proud of you. And thank you to all our sponsors, entertainers, media partners, our guests, and you, our viewers at home and online, for sharing this night of celebration with us.
And I'd like to say thank you to the people of Ludrets for welcoming us. You guys did not send us back to our homes. Thank you so much for welcoming us. And that's a wrap for the Namibia Annual Sports Awards 2022. It's been an honor, first of all, to just come back and visit Ludrets, but also for you to allow us to be your host for this evening. So from me, Franklin Chitaleni.
And from myself, Javita Kanjumbwa, we wish you a fantastic evening and a blessed festive season.
From us, good night.
Well, to close off, we have the Kwiko hit maker. Yes. The one and only.
Yes.
You guys have to stand up for this one.
Actually, you need to stand up for this one.
You need to stand up for this one. Otherwise, it's not going to come on stage.
But right before we do that, somebody here dropped an access card. We're getting to a hotel room. Please collect it at the backstage if you lost an access card. Now, this gentleman said, what cannot be found in heaven? Ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2.
Just another one from me to you. 2, 0, 0.
Something. Oshima goshi wa jarera de ditapura. Hiyo. Oshima goshi wa jarera de ditapura. Hiyo. Mr. Selector. Je lijkt nog als bijna mooi. Ik hou van die suits. Oké, ik zal volgende keer een suit aantrekken. Give it a strek. Give me more volume, give me more volume. Highway star, Achiko Kamagankwa. Saturday ngaro Victoria, Vitali Kufara Mondara. Saturday ngaro Victoria, Vitali Kufara Mondara. Ngaro doni mano tagat, no chanika ya chuokara, no shamo watu anodara. Ngokara endere tosaka. Saturday ngaro Victoria, Vitali Kufara Mondara. Saturday ngaro Victoria, Vitali Kufara Mondara. Ngaro doni mano tagat, no chanika ya chuokara, no shamo watu anodara. Ngokara endere tosaka. Yeah. O possibility ho governo paini. Ashiko 50-50. Takoti dasai. Iya hishembika isi ole. Atukongolora. Sweet. 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 DJ Shooter.
Kusikuna mteja
Wambuju tali tita bola. Tate puti yo tita bol. Torika no pochita full. Oye kuyata imondara abata tilwa ke kanona. Oye kuyata imondara abata tilwa ke kanona. Age batita bola. Wambuju tali tita bola. Tate puti yo tita bol. Torika no pochita full. Wambuju you want put your you want put your neck up and won't sit down the go shoot up for second up to get them said the war and I'm 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 said the war said it hey said it hey and I'm said the war said it hey to the go shoot up hey hey japatalu 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 eh aju June, yeah. Hey, 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 hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the AU and national anthems.
Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity. Oh, sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the stars, let us make Africa the tree of life. Namibia, land of the brave, freedom fight we have won. Glory to their bravery, whose blood bought us our freedom. We give our love and loyalty, together in unity. Contrasting beautiful Namibia, Namibia, our country, beloved land of savannas, born on the banner of liberty. Namibia, our country, Namibia, motherland.
Make me speak. Ladies and gentlemen, just the last one. You may leave the hall, but we have dinner planned downstairs. They will usher everyone to their table, so you can go downstairs and dinner will be served. Have a good night.
Ooh la la,
shabonga lore oshitokinga numondorera konyiza mundu shabonga